there is an analyst, by the way, out there that just released a report saying that NVIDIA could hit $6 trillion in market capitalization. Look, when things are going up, what happens is that the price of the underlying equity keeps getting ratcheted up, right? Because they join the, merry bandwagon of bulls and say, now it's 3 trillion. Now it's at the end of the year, it will go to 6 trillion. I mean, I don't think it will. I think NVIDIA has topped for at least the short term, if not for a while. The technical indicators are all saying that to me. But this analyst says, his name is Eric Jackson, he's thinking it's going to hit 250. So 250, by the way, people, stock is 120 or 123. 250 is a double from here. And he's saying by the end of the year, I'm going like, I'm not sure. But anything is possible in our market. So when, but analysts, show up with ridiculous reports like this, I mean, you have to take them seriously, obviously, but, I don't think it's going to happen. So, so NVIDIA stock is set to continue its wild rally through the end of the year, according to Eric Jackson, EMJ Capital. Jackson expects NVIDIA stock to hit 250 by the end of the year, representing potential upside of 100% from here. And it will put the company at the $6 trillion range. Now, there are a lot of people on the other side of this argument, okay? If you guys remember, there was a company, it still is, by the way, around. There was a company during the internet 1.0 times, between 1996 and 2003, on the first internet bubble, where everything with the .com was doubling every day. There was a company called Cisco. They made their routers. They made the best routers on the planet, and they were the only ones doing these routers. And there was another company called Sun Microsystems. Do you guys remember any of this? Sun Microsystems was the first company that created the server. And those were the backbones of the original internet, right? I mean, we all take it for granted these days, but Cisco and Sun Microsystems are responsible for the internet boom because they were creating the hardware for it, right? And then a lot of companies were creating the software. But without hardware, what's good is software. You need some hardware. And what is NVIDIA doing these days? Well, they're hardware and kind of mixed up with software. They're doing GPU chips. They're doing all these AI chips, computer chips, right? The GPUs, as they call it, and many other things that they do. And they do the best chips out there on the planet today. And everybody that is interested, every major company that's interested in an AI needs these chips. And everybody needs these servers that are made off these chips, like just, super microcomputers, AI servers are in demand right now. And we know what happened to that stock. And but where is Sun Microsystems today? Okay, where is Cisco today? Right. So I am pretty sure the competition will come in. And will it come in now? Will it come in a year from now? But then chip industry is a very competitive industry. Will NVIDIA always be the king of AI? Probably not. But then again, I trade what's in front of me, right? Price takes precedence for me. It doesn't matter for anything else. But he's saying, rebutting the Cisco argument, this Eric Jackson, saying this is not Cisco in the .com era. Back then, Cisco's go-forward PE multiple got to a peak of something like 136. And I mean, he's making his point. I get it. Yes, but then we all know how the .com bubble ended, right? And is the AI bubble? Is AI in a bubble? I definitely think it is. Is it overstretched? Absolutely. Where will it end? I have no clue because bubbles last a lot longer than people anticipate them to do. And I'm not smart enough to figure out. But I just look at technical indicators, obviously back up with fundamentals. Nothing wrong with NVIDIA's earnings growing, 50, 60% at their size sequentially, quarter over quarter. It's incredible. Year over year, 200%. And what is there to argue? I mean, there's nothing. You look at the stock is in an uptrend, although it's kind of, topped at 140 after that split, which I talked to you guys about last week. What happens after splits? Stocks go down. I mean, they get pushed up into the split for one reason or another. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, is NVIDIA the next Cisco or Sun Microsystems? Probably not to that degree, because Sun Microsystems actually, when the other competitors came in, making servers, some microsystems almost went bankrupt. Cisco is still around. They kind of pivoted the business, but they've been meandering for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. Nothing like NVIDIA, obviously. And NVIDIA, you got to take your hat off to this management team. Amazing management team. They saw it coming. They were ready. They are the only ones with the AI chips, although AMD is competing, nothing like before. But then, let's talk a little bit about AMD and Intel, right? Intel was the king of microprocessors. And look what happened, right? AMD took them over, and Intel now is squandering or meandering or doing nothing. And AMD has done well over the last 10 years. So there are cycles in these stocks that come and go. But NVIDIA, when I do my watch list, you guys will see. I'll go through it. I'll go give you my opinion. So that's where we are. I mean, is NVIDIA going to be 250 by the end of the year? No. That's my no. Am I rooting against it? No. I'll just trade whatever is given to me because, when I do my watch list, my support and resistance levels are so clear, and then everything is holding so far. So there's no reason not to pay attention to it.